Now the moment we've all been waiting for.
I'm Nate Riggle, and you are listening to The Way of the Bonfire. Hi, if you're listening to this podcast for the first time, if you didn't hear it already in the intro, my name is Nate Riggle, and the purpose of this podcast is really to focus on curiosity and perspective so that we can arrive at fulfillment in our lives. And one of the things that I want to do and start implementing as part of maybe just even a weekly thing is a curiosity challenge where I share something that you can try for a week, and with the aim of that being it may become a habit, or it may, as we start to try these different challenges together, it may bring this sort of awareness into your life. Maybe you drop some of them if they don't have a big impact, and you keep doing them if they do. So here, without further ado, is curiosity challenge number 1. If it feels like you are making an excuse not to do something, then find a way to do it anyway, right now. Here's a couple of examples that I have from this last week of me trying this. I have been wanting to start exercising again a lot more often. And as I approach my 40th birthday, I keep thinking, wow, Nate, you really need to get on it. Life's not messing around anymore. And I've had a friend who's been asking me to come run with him. We're having a race out in the Salt Flats in Utah in September. And he actually walked up to me and he said the words, as I was standing in my driveway after I just mowed my lawn and sort of a long day. He said, "Come on, Nate, you can't avoid me forever." And he had just already run for 30 minutes. So I went out with him and ran, and I was huffing and puffing. And I kept thinking about what he said, you can't avoid me forever. And that's kind of the feel for this challenge. This is why I think it's a valuable exercise to sit there and think, okay, what am I avoiding? And do I have valid excuses? That's kind of an oxymoron if you think about it. Valid excuse. If you have a reason, that's different. But often we know when it's an excuse that we're making. Another example, and kind of what prompted me to record this right now, is because I ran with that guy again yesterday, and he had me sprinting up a hill as fast as I could up this death hill in 90-degree weather. And it triggered some kind of stuffy nose thing. And my nose has been stuffy and I don't sound great. And so the excuse I was giving myself to not record a podcast right now is because, I have a stuffy nose, or I heard, some construction equipment outside, or whatever it was. There's something in the room that, like, the water heater is making some extra noise at the moment as it recycled and ran things through the softener. And so if you hear anything in the background, or if you don't like my stuffy nose, it's too bad, because that was my excuse, and I am finding a way to do it anyway right now. Another big one for a lot of people, I think, is waking up later, telling ourselves we need the rest. It's good for us. I can sleep in past my alarm. I'm going to stay up till 9. I'm going to stay in bed under these warm covers until 9 or even later, because it's going to be good for me for the rest of the day. That's a big one for me. And it's just those types of things that I want you to think about as part of this challenge. If it feels like you're making an excuse, then find a way to do it anyway, right now. Do this for a week. Go get them.
Hey, thanks for listening to this episode of the podcast. I do appreciate it, and I'd love it if you'd subscribe so that you never miss another show. We'll see you on the next episode.